right, can everybody hear me? Oh. I don't have to get that close. That's good. All right. For those of you that don't know, I'm Adam Cohen. I'm the president and CEO of Odyssey House. I'm also a graduate from 25 years ago. So, good evening, family. I am so excited to be here to celebrate our most recent graduates. This event is the most meaningful and inspiring things I do. To celebrate people's triumph and witness such amazing transformations is what motivates me every day. To become a graduate of Odyssey House is no easy task. The programs are hard for a reason, because life is hard. Being a graduate isn't just about being sober, it's about a new way of life. Graduates have completely changed who they are, what they're about, and what matters to them. Integrity is paramount. Being a good citizen and contributing to our community is part of the fabric of our very being. Graduates, I am so damn proud of you guys. You stared your addiction squarely in the face and said, "Not anymore." You stood in the incredible discomfort of change and withstood the hurricane force winds pushing you back to your old lifestyle. You persevered. And tonight you sit here with this incredible achievement under your belt. But you know that the fight will continue beyond tonight. That you'll always need to remain cautious of those turbulent winds, trying to push you over. But with each day, you get stronger. And it's now easier to continue with your new life than it is to go back. And that's an amazing feeling. Think about that. Relish it. When times get tough, remember what you feel right now, tonight. This feeling is way better than anything a drug could ever do. I do have a request for you all. You hold the rich tradition of Odyssey House in your hands. Give the gift that was given to you to those in treatment right now. You give hope to the hopeless. You prove change is possible. You show that change is worth it. You can communicate that better than anyone else. It is your responsibility, but also your privilege, to pass this gift to new generations of graduates. So come home and inspire people to make the changes that you did. To the people in treatment right now, I am really glad you're here. You're making the choice every day to get better. And some days it's harder to make that choice than others. Some days it feels like the whole world is against you. And it would be easier to go back to what you've always done. Yet, you choose to make that difficult choice every single day to stand in the pain and discomfort of change because you believe that your life would be better. Well, these individuals prove just that. Their lives are immeasurably better than they were before they walked into admissions. They prove the maxim, it works if you work it. Again, congratulations to all the new graduates. You have earned every accolade that you get. It's now my pleasure to introduce Manny Lopez.
Can we get one more round of applause for Adam Cohen, please? I was told to inform everybody in here that didn't dress tight for this event, you will be receiving a drop too. That's a joke. So my name is Manny Lopez, and I'm a person in long-term recovery. What that means to me is that I show up when I say I'm going to show up, my word has value. I graduated from Odyssey 2 years ago. And to be honest with you, I didn't expect to be asked to speak at any Odyssey events for another 3 years at least. So for me to be up here today, it really shows the work that I've been doing from what I learned from the people that I surround myself with and have surrounded myself with. Growing up, I was in the foster care system. I was certified as an adult at 16 years old. I was sent to prison at 17 years old. I wouldn't get out of prison until I was 23 years old. For the next 20 years, I would go in and out of prison. That would be my cycle. The last time that I went to prison, I was in a stolen vehicle in Murray, driving on State Street and Vine Street, trying to pull into a liquor store. And I crashed the vehicle at an intersection. When somebody pulled over to try and help me, I jumped out of the stolen vehicle that I was in and I tried to take their vehicle. I created a big, dangerous situation for so many people. And by the grace of God, they had taken the keys out of the ignition. I would pass out, wake up in the hospital, pass out again, and wake up in the backseat of my parole officer's vehicle being driven back to prison for the 11th time. This is when I'd have my divine intervention, my awakening. This is where I truly had to realize that I had been the cause of every single one of my problems. I had no one to blame it on. I couldn't blame it on the foster care system. I couldn't blame it on my mother who was a drug addict. I couldn't blame it on my father who was never there. I couldn't blame it on my parole officer. I couldn't blame it on the board of pardons. I could only blame it on myself. And because I was able to recognize that I was the cause of all of my problems, I was able to begin to get to work. I would fight my case for 17 months. I got myself into a program in the prison that took me 12 months to complete. And after those 17 months, I would go before the judge and present myself as a changed man. I told him, look, Judge, I have programmed, so if all you want to do is give me time, that's all you're going to get. Because for me to go to the next level, I need to go to treatment. He paused for a good 30 seconds. He looked at me very intensely. And he said, Mr. Lopez, you're right. All I can give you is time. And all you've done the majority of your life is time. And time has not served you well. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to sentence you to prison today. But I'm going to suspend that sentence and give you 36 months probation. And I'm going to send you to a substance use disorder treatment program. And if you don't do as well there as you did here, and you appear before me for anything, I'll give you every day in your sentence. And immediately my life changed. Somebody saw something in me. Somebody that I at least expected to see something in me. Life would move quickly after that. I'd see the board of pardons 3 weeks later. I'd be released out of prison 2 weeks after that. And a part of myself was still trying to control things, so I was right into the program that I wanted to go to, and the one I wanted to go to allowed you to vape, allowed you to have business, allowed you to have a phone. And God came into my life again, and he said, nope. There was a COVID outbreak at the program that I was supposed to go to. And I was told that Odyssey had approved me. In 2019, I met the woman that I would marry. And I met her in a motel. She was a drug dealer, and I was immediately attracted to her because she was damaged just like me. I would go back to prison to spend one night with her. That's how bad my codependency was. She would stick with me for the 4 months that I did my parole violation. And she was there to pick me up when I got out, and we immediately went back to the streets. This is the woman that I was with when I crashed the vehicle and went back to prison. While I was in prison, she got herself into treatment as well. And so when I was released to Odyssey, she was doing her outpatient. And she had these cool things called boundaries. And she told me that if we were going to try, and I emphasize we were going to try this, that I needed to run an honest program. Now, running an honest program at the house that I was in, which was downtown, was difficult when I was there because I'm from this city. So I know the people getting out of prison. I know the people coming off the streets. And not everybody goes into treatment ready. But I made a commitment to myself that I was going to follow through with my commitments. I was tired of starting something and not finishing it. That was a pattern for me. So I started holding people accountable. It was one of the most difficult things that I've ever done in my life. But one of the cool things that came out of that was immediately I was alienated from the majority of the house. Like I would walk down a hallway and people would say, "Watch out, here comes Manny." And it would piss me off so bad. But what happened was, slowly, one person after another started doing the same thing. And when I left that house, it was a healthy house. You know, another crazy thing is, I had done everything that was required for me to voyage out. And when it came time for me to leave the house, I was told I wasn't going to be a voyager. And that was another thing that really tested my character. For anybody that doesn't know what character is commitment to a set of values without compromise. What that means is that the values that you have, honesty, responsible, willing, open, caring, commitment to those, and you don't compromise them. Meaning you don't change because somebody comes around you. You don't change with the crowds. You are your authentic self. You are rigorously authentic. And that was tested for me when I was told I wouldn't be a voyager. And I remember going to one of the therapists, asking why. I have done everything that has been asked, everything that's been expected to me, and I'm being told I can't have those. I'm being told no. And this therapist looked at me and he said, "You know, I thought you'd be happy for this. Because you have not been successful outside of prison one single time. And so what we're giving you is support." And so I went to outpatient, and I had to humble myself, and I had to start with everybody else. And I worked my program, and I maintained that character that I've been building for myself, and I built on it. And I knew that what I wanted to do with my life was work in the recovery field. And so while I was an outpatient, I became a certified peer support specialist. And once I became a certified peer support specialist, I started shopping myself around to programs because as a client, I couldn't work for Odyssey. I wanted it so bad. It's all I wanted was to work for Odyssey. I got my opportunity to work in recovery. I applied for a program, and they called me in for an interview. And I killed this interview. I mean, I was on point in this interview. And then I went home, and they didn't call me back. It was the one thing that I learned in Odyssey House was to advocate for myself. And so I called them back, and they gave me a second interview. And I went in that second interview, and I killed that interview. Do you think they hired me? Nope. And I was like, I know these skills work. Like, I know this works. I'm not giving up on myself. Not this time. And I advocated for myself again. And it's in that third interview that I got the opportunity to be a house manager for 4 sober livings. Almost immediately after I graduated Odyssey House, I got myself back into school. During this process, I also started fighting for custody of my daughter. That was one of the hardest battles I ever fought. But my daughter is sitting here in this room with me today. I also successfully completed parole. I got myself on the clinical team at the program that I work for, and I have a caseload of 10 clients that I meet with individually a week, and I teach 4 groups a week. I've also had the opportunity to speak at multiple places around the state and one outside the state. I got this amazing opportunity to be a part of the Clean Slate Utah video. I also started my own business. It's a self-development and recovery coaching business called Clean Streets Consulting and Coaching. Sometimes I got to step outside of myself to really see the view of everything that is going on in my life and to really recognize like how blessed I am. Because the odds say that I shouldn't be free today. The odds say that I shouldn't be up here talking to you today. The odds say that every single one of you in this room shouldn't be here today. But you are. We're the underdog, right? You're an underdog, I'm an underdog. We're the ones that people don't bet on. And as an underdog, it takes more for us to be successful. We got to get up earlier than everybody else. We got to work harder than everybody else. We got to take more losses than everybody else. But it's all of that that builds our character. Remember that commitment to a set of values without compromise. Look, I don't know everything, I don't know a lot of things, but I'll tell you one thing that I do know. I'm a success story. You are a success story. You're sitting in the most important seat in this room, the most expensive seat in this room because you are paying for that seat with your life. I want to give a shout out to every single one of you in this room, every single person that has helped me on my recovery journey, that's that's had faith in me, that's pushed me, that's held me accountable, especially the people that held me accountable, because you holding me accountable told me that you care about me. Yeah. My name is Manny Lopez. I'm still recovering. I am an Odyssey graduate. And we are recovering. Thank you all very much.
Dude's awesome. Right? All right. So, does anybody know what a self-actualized person is? Well, let me tell you. Self-actualized person is the highest honor that Odyssey House can give, and it's given primarily to graduates of Odyssey House. These graduates have had a sustained recovery post-graduation. They embody everything that we are as graduates, as Odyssey House. And in order to become a SAP, SAP is the acronym, everything's an acronym, right? In order to become a SAP, it's not staff that votes, it's SAPs who vote. So at least 5 SAPs have to vote. So from time to time, we give an honorary SAP to non-graduates who embody everything that we are as graduates, as Odyssey House. And I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Lauren Harmon.
Okay, I was not expecting that. So working at Odyssey has been one of the best decisions of my entire life. So I'll just say thank you for letting me work with the people I love, do what I love. Yes, that's it.
Congratulations, Lauren. I'm proud of you. All right, without further ado, let's celebrate the graduates. Tracy, you start.
All right, we're doing this. Joseph Jimenez. Goodness, we are missing people. How about Miss Marcy Hashoni? Congratulations. Thank you. Marcy, watching your transformation has been amazing. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Yes. That, right? Yes. And then now, she is not only a graduate of Odyssey House, but she works also in the recovery community. No, I work at VOA. That's the recovery community. I try to get them into recovery. That's the community. That's the community. I definitely try to get them in every day into recovery. Seeing them homeless and on the streets keeps me humble, keeps me remembering it took me 5 years to get up here. So people in the houses, do not give up. Took me 3 houses in a long time, but I'm off federal paper now, and congratulations. Christopher Lyman. What a long journey you've been on. It's great to see you to the finish line.
Yeah, thank you.
Go ahead and say.
I want to thank Downtown Inpatient Program
And I want to thank Sugar House Outpatient as well. Thank you guys.
All right. JSFK. How many times?
I think 3.
3 times?
I think.
Jace. Jace was a great person to have around the house. His sense of humor always brought a smile to everyone's day and helped them when they were having a rough day. And that is so true. You were always there for all the new people who came in. They're the first ones to meet you. And you did a great job at our house. I'm proud of you. Yeah.
All I gotta say is downtown. No, but if I can do it, anybody can do it. Now I work at Odyssey. I'm a peer support, so if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Is MJ here? Miguel Hernandez. Miguel. Quiet. Very, very quiet, but kept trying and improving until, in the end, he became a key member of our family.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm really shy. I'm really nervous. I want to thank everybody that came out here to show support. The sober riders that came out. I see you guys on the street. It was nice for you guys to show up. The Odyssey House staff, Courtney, Sid, Michael Cox, and Steve Hatch. Thank you for this. Appreciate it.
And I don't believe Shag has made it yet, right? Let's give him a round of applause anyway. He's coming from out of town. Trying really hard to get here. All right. And then next, Daniel with Mill Creek.
Okay, first we have Alan Jensen. Alan, we are so proud of your growth. You have stepped up so far out of your comfort zone and have consistently changed yourself to be better. The Mill Creek team is so proud of you in every way. So I want to thank the Mill Creek staff, my therapist, Shelley, Redwood staff, my therapist, Adam, all my peers, and thank my mom for her support. Jeffrey Judd. Jeffrey has been a huge asset to Mill Creek and the IOP community. Mill Creek team is so thankful that we got to be a part of your journey, and we know you will go far in life. Welcome to the graduate family. Thank you. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous. I just want to thank everybody that's helped me get this far in Odyssey House, Mill Creek. They've been great to me. My family for all their support. Hell, if I can do it, you all can do it, man. Stay strong. John Hales. Weston Butler. Yeah.
Ashton Felicetti. I know Tim's here. Tim Roberts. Tim, the Mill Creek team is so proud of your progress. We have loved to watch you grow and thrive. You have continuously made everyone around you comfortable and welcome, and the kindness you will carry wherever you will go in life. Thank you. Just want to say thanks to Mill Creek and Redwood, but seriously, this program saved my life, straight up. You know, I was homeless and strung out on heroin for 18 years, and, you know, it's great that I got arrested and thrown into program and drug court and all that, and it's completely turned my life around. So when I first got there, I hated it. It was miserable, but I went through a lot of borders and all sorts of things. But it's also that's how I learned, you know, what's on with my bad behavior. And, you know, I worked through all those things, and life's been good. It's really good. So just, you know, if you're new to the program, you just, you know, go through all that bullshit, because in the end, it's fucking good. Pauline Perry. Pauline was actually one of my clients when I was a case manager. Pauline, your determination and grit are admirable. The Mill Creek team is so proud of your focus, and we're so happy to welcome you to the graduate family.
I usually have something to say, but I am really nervous, so I don't know what. No, I started my journey in 2012 with Odyssey. I ended up leaving and, of course, ran into some problems. And so when I got arrested in April of 22, the first thing I said was, send me to Odyssey. And I always wanted to come up here. I made it.
Easy. Maurice Acosta. Maurice has come such a long way. He's definitely one of our most charismatic clients. Maurice, you have achieved so much and should be proud of yourself. Your journey at MC was one of exploration and growth. You found out who you are and are confident in the person today. You become positive support and inspiration for others in recovery. Get yourself a plant from Claire.
I'm nervous, but I want to thank everybody from Mill Creek, all my peers, the staff, and I couldn't have done without you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Christina Shevern. Christina has come so far. I got the pleasure of working with her. Christina, you have become a shining star for Mill Creek. You showed determination, growth while you were here in the biggest, being able to find your voice. You were very welcoming to the clients and went out of your way to make sure they felt at home. Congrats.
Thank you. I'm also very nervous. I just want to say thank you to Mill Creek staff and my family that's here right now. Thank you.
Jessica Grundy. Jessica. She has come so far and has so much determination and drive. And I got the pleasure of working with you. I'm not going to read yours just because you're just so amazing and have come so far. Congrats.
Thank you. I just found out like an hour ago that we were actually supposed to come up here and say something. Thank you. What I do want to say is thank you to every single staff member at Mill Creek. The graduates that have come in to Mill Creek and have helped show me what accountability looks like. I especially want to take a second and say thank you to Beverly. I call you for everything and your guidance, and I just love you so much, and if you hadn't pushed me so hard and so far, I might not be here, so thank you.
Eric Peterson. Eric, you've achieved peace and growth while tending the garden at Mill Creek.
That's right.
Eric has been a constant, kind presence and gave back to the Mill Creek community and immense while you were here. We're so proud of you, Eric. Thank you.
So when I first got to Mill Creek, I was like, oh man. Once I got transparent, raw, naked, started putting pen to paper, things started changing for me. There's a whole row of people right here, Felicia and Sarah and Tiff and Mike and Bev and Bracken. And I don't know how many times I went and checked in to keep her off the floor. I had a lot going on. I've got my mother right here. I've got a lot of stuff going on with charges and stuff like that, and I was given the opportunity to go into Odyssey House. Once I was there, I started putting in the work, doing assignments wholeheartedly, shedding tears, and getting into some of the core beliefs and some of the dramatic experiences that I've been through. I thought that I dealt with a lot of stuff in the past. I had 15 years clean, and I went back out. And this is more for Mill Creek or anybody in the houses. I cut a couple borders, and I thought that was it. And I stayed with it, and I moved back up, and I continued on my journey. 2016, I lost my daughter to the disease of active addiction. And to see the youngsters leaving, it was tough. I've seen people that haven't made it. There's a good chance that the person next to you or a few people down isn't going to make it. Even if we do everything the right way, we just don't all make it. This isn't an I thing, this is a we thing. And my peers that held me accountable, or the peers that I held accountable, mean something to me. And I knew that I would miss the house. And that's where I did my candidate out, was out in the garden. Because I felt, I had spiritual awakenings there. And that's where I felt that I needed to be. But this one's for everybody that's in the houses that are thinking that they can't do it. You can do it. And continue on your journey. And thanks to all my sober-rider brothers that made it out. And everybody that made it.
Thank you for letting me present. I'm so grateful to be up here, obviously saving my life too. And this next guy from Lighthouse, he does so much for the graduate family.
I didn't even have to pay them to do that. first and foremost, we have Trevor Jensen. Trevor, Mill Creek tried to take you from us, so we got you back. But it says that Trevor came a long way during his time with Lighthouse, and he's proven his dedication to his recovery by continuing to find success as a graduate. He finds his success in not shying away from giving accurate and constructive feedback to those around him, and he is sought out by his peers for his advice and his help. And I'm so proud of you.
All right, no, what a turnout. I just want to say thanks to all the Mill Creek staff, Lighthouse staff, my brother and sister for always pushing me and being here tonight. Appreciate it. Sean Ackroyd, Beverly, Michael Allgaier, even in transitional. Everyone, thank you so much. Oh yeah, Lighthouse gang.
Here we go. Tell us File Tejeda. So T went through some big changes. One of the most impressive things about him is his resilience. He had some trying times, both in residential and outpatient, but he stuck with it and he hasn't given up. It's a quality that will continue to serve you in your life.
Yeah, I went through a lot of internal struggles and external as well. And I always felt like that poor me shit hit me. But I manned up, did what I had to, and just stuck it out. And here I am now. Appreciate everybody.
Just for you, buddy, because it's your day. Slam. Slow and steady is this man's approach to his recovery. He took all the time necessary to learn everything he could while in residential, and what a blessing it has been for him and for us. His generosity with his time and knowledge continues to help others find their way.
What's up, y'all? So I was thinking I was just gonna not say anything, but that doesn't feel right. I want to thank everybody at Lighthouse. Mike has been fucking awesome. I'm probably not supposed to swear up here, but I did. Sean has been awesome. Is JD here? JD! Fuck yeah. I want to thank everybody for holding me accountable on all my shit, all my anger, everything I need to work on, because my new job wouldn't be possible without it. I get screamed at for a living. I work at the VOA, so. But yeah, I just wanted to say, everybody that's going through it now, just do it. It's worth it. All the strength you will gain will help you in the future. I promise you. So, yeah, have a good night.
Dustin Yu. So Dustin worked in the kitchen when he was at Lighthouse. He would joke around to the point of putting some people in stitches due to his silly humor. Chef, for one, really enjoyed your presence when you were with us. We all did. He really appreciates the deep talks you guys would have about life in general, and he hopes you keep that in sight.
right, I'd like to thank everyone for coming here tonight, supporting everybody. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for getting me here. I'd like to thank my mom down there for all the love and support, for never giving up on me. I'd like to thank my little girl Chloe right there. I love you, baby girl. She's good motivation for me to keep on the right path. I'm going to give you the best life I can, sweetheart. And I'd like to thank my girlfriend Nellie for all her love and support and for getting me through this. I love my life now. Odyssey's helped me so much. I'm so grateful for everybody from Lighthouse. Lighthouse, baby! I'm so grateful for everyone at Redwood IOP. I'm grateful for Cody and Michael, Anchor West, and grateful for the Jets program, everything they did for me. All right, love you guys.
Three songs in Brockton. So Bree, you are one of many people from Lighthouse walking tonight that was part of the best navigator peer group I have ever seen in my life. And you were a big part of that. The initiative you took and the way you guys just got things done and the growth you made is nothing short of remarkable, dude, and I'm super proud of you.
Hey guys, I just want to say thanks for being a part of my recovery, and thank you to everybody at Lighthouse, all the staff, and everybody that helped me accountable. Yeah, keep going guys, love y'all.
I promised this man I would try really hard because he has the best graduation outfit on today. Clean, foul, outfield. Anyone who knows this man knows he has a huge heart. His approach of being a house supervisor was a calming influence on his peers. His ability to gently establish boundaries is an amazing skill to have and will take you far in life. There's a lot of people in here. Well, a lot of people always call me, I don't even know these people, they call me from every Odyssey House, and they're like, hey, how you doing? I heard you did it pretty fast. I was like, well, first you gotta get rid of self-doubt. Once you get rid of self-doubt, you can be anything, you can do anything. And that's how I did it. I want to give a shout out to Mike, Sean Ackwood. His name sounds like a Decepticon. I want to give a shout out to my brother, my sister in heaven. I'm sad that they can't see me like this, changed to my whole life around. And last but not least, I'm going to give a shout out to my aces in the home, my day ones, sitting over there, my family. I love you guys. And I love you, Odyssey. Lighthouse, make some noise. Operators. Christopher Norris. Chris, your dedication to your recovery was evident from day one. The focus you had on improving your boundaries, and you made great strides in doing so. You are a model of recovery, and we're so glad to have you as part of the Lighthouse family.
This is my second time through Odyssey. I'm an example of you can fall. I had a lot of shame when I fell, but you can come back and just keep fighting. Thanks, Odyssey. Lighthouse.
3 Morgan Thomas. Morgan took her time while in treatment and found her voice, her confidence, and her independence. She continues to grow every day and prove to herself just how much strength she has. Congrats, Morgan.
I did prepare something because otherwise I would have said nothing. I'm thankful for what Odyssey has given me, which is the ability to love myself. The philosophy says, I want to get well so I can love other people, but before I can love others, I must first learn to love myself. Before Odyssey, I used to be someone I hated. I didn't really want to live, and I believed all that people saw when they saw me was a failed mother and an addict. But I learned to love myself by taking accountability for my actions and no longer being a victim of the choices of the past. I'm grateful for my peers who walked the journey with me, Christina Zero, my therapist, Christina Mark, Mike C. I especially want to thank my brother who dealt me off with admissions, and he's a huge part of how my journey started. Him and his wife, Ashley, and their kids showed love for me before I had love for myself. That's it. Thank you.
And I'm not sure if these other three are here. If you are, you're in the back somewhere and you don't listen, and that makes sense because you're from Lighthouse. So we have Eric Gibbons. Ramon Farrell. That's a one. James Baker. All right. It's Mario Rodriguez, another good one. Unlike Mike, I didn't have to pay him. That's why Mike is out. Christian Pollock. So Christian worked very hard in his treatment. He was a role model and still is, and is an awesome person and an awesome musician. It was awesome to see him play. We're very happy for Christian. He achieved so much in his treatment and his personal life that is just incredible. Congratulations, my friend. So I came to Odyssey House from Salt Lake Behavioral Health. They wouldn't let me leave unless I went to a treatment program, and Odyssey was the one that took me. That was well in excess of 20 programs between dual diagnosis facilities and rehabs I had been through in 18 years, the last 18 years of my life. And I know that it will be the last one. I am alive today thanks to Odyssey House. And I would like to thank Meadowbrook, all of the staff. I think about Yeah, you know, it never sounded really cool to be like Meadowbrook, because a meadow and a brook are just kind of calm and peaceful. So I never got into that, but Meadowbrook. Anyway, I'd like to thank my mom, and I would like to thank the staff at Meadowbrook, and for the clients that are still out there that have yet to graduate, going through the program. There are many paths through Odyssey House. You don't have to be a Voyager like Manny was talking about. There are a lot of paths through Odyssey House. Whether you graduate or don't graduate, there are paths through. But I believe Odyssey House has all the tools that you need. And the one thing I do not know about them, no matter what level you're at, they do not require perfection, and they will always be there for you guys. Peace out. James Stevens.
So Lyle says, I am so proud to see Jim has seen this all the way through. He has taken a lot of accountability and shown a lot of growth. Good job, buddy.
I'm not gonna lie, my mom made me do it. A year ago, I walked through those Meadowbrook doors, and I saw them stairs going upstairs to the dorms, and I said, what the fuck did I just sign up for? 3 days later, I woke up face first in the carpet. I had a big old burn on my forehead for a week. That's how I got to meet everyone. 5 weeks into it, I was sick of the groups. I didn't like voting on people's rehab. And I said, I'm out of here. It took off for 5 weeks. Some bad habits happened, and I came back. I said, can I have my bed? And they gave me my bed. Gave me 2 therapists because one quit. 4 in all. Thanks, Odyssey. And then finally, when I came back, I said, I promise this time I'm going to completely commit. I'll do everything they say. I'll take whatever they say. I mean, at the time, I'm having daily panic attacks. I have high blood pressure. I can't make it through the day without throwing up. And I don't even have to take antidepressants anymore. So I got through the Meadowbrook, and then, what's up, Redwood? Then I got over to Redwood, and thank goodness for Redwood, I'm a filmmaker, and so they allowed me to incorporate my filmmaking into the actual Odyssey part. And I got to do 2 of my assignments about making films, and I'm going to actually release a documentary that I've interviewed a few of the people here. It's called I Want to Talk About Addiction, and it's going to be coming out soon. And then I just got hired at Downtown. Yeah. I'm a TC mentor, right? What's up? It was pretty fun. My first week, one of the clients, he says, "Now you're new to Odyssey, so I'm going to give you a break because you don't know how it works around here." And I said, "Go on."
Jeffrey Wolf. Yeah! So Ryan says, you have come a long way. You went through a lot, and you came back and finished strong. Good job.
Hey, there's a lot of you out there. I don't know if I want to talk to you. I'm just giving you crap. I'm glad to be here. I'm super glad to be here. I relapsed back in 2017 after a divorce, and I told myself that I could just have one drink just to relax. I lied to myself. I was in my addiction harder than I ever was. I was drinking at least a half a gallon in a day of whatever I can get. Multiple times waking up. In 18 months, I woke up 13 times in the hospital, not knowing how I got there. Told I was lucky to be alive because of my alcohol level. 2021, August 29th, I had my mom just surprise visit me, had a feeling that she needed to see me. Should have been dead. I was at 51% oxygen in my blood. I don't remember none of it. I woke up in the hospital, hooked up to all kinds of shit, spent 9 days in the ICU. Was on oxygen for a month and a half after that. As soon as I got off, I went right back to drinking. It wasn't enough to warn me then. I realized I couldn't do it on my own. I got drunk, woke up at Odyssey House. Didn't know what I was doing. I got shanghaied by my sister and my mother. They brought me. So they took me from there to LDS to detox. As soon as I realized what was going on, I called a friend and I got the hell out of there. And since I got shanghaied, I went and rented a hotel room so my family couldn't find me, and I just got drunk. And I drank 7 gallons in just under 8 days.
and ended up right back in the hospital. Spent another 6 days, and they came up to me and they said, Jeff, we've got you down here for a lot of visits for alcohol. You need to do something. We don't want to just let you go because we know where you're going. I said, well, I guess I better go to Odyssey House. And they came and picked me up as soon as I was discharged. I spent 6 days there. And I didn't want to go because I had pancreatitis. They almost took my pancreas. I would have had to be put on a feeding tube the rest of my life. And thankfully, the people at Meadowbrook, Sean remembers, I was a miserable, ornery cuss because I was in so much pain. I was in a lot of pain in the hospital, but I had the medication, so I was coping with it. But dealing with the shakes, the sweats, and the pancreatitis in Odyssey House, I was so ready to leave. I spent the first week in bed, and they kept telling me, you got to get up or leave. I was like, kick me out. I'll go right back to the hospital and get some medication, but I stuck it out. And for all of you inpatient, if you want this, work it, because I'm telling you right now, my life is so much better. I'm back in the activities I was in before. I got 4 DUIs. I got my second one violating my probation on my third one violating probation on my second one. Got my fourth one. Wasn't happy about it, so I beat up the cop. And I fought with all the jailers. I had charges up the ass. I thought I was going to prison. When they released me, I was in Odyssey House. They came and took me out, put me in jail. I spent 4 months in there. Luckily, and the judge said, this isn't because you're in the program. He says, but we're going to give you a break. I was looking at 2 0-5s. I had a really good attorney. He worked it out that my felonies would drop if I completed this program. And I did, which is awesome because I get to go hunting still. I'm a big hunter. I actually got a leap here because I went to Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation and won some guns in the raffle. So I'm super excited. But I'm just telling everybody here, don't tell yourself you can just do it one time and you're strong enough. Don't lie to yourself. I swore up and down to myself that I could just have that one drink just to take the edge off of that night, and it was nothing but a lie. I know I don't have another recovery in me. I remind myself of that all the time. Sure, alcohol is hard for me. It was my drug of choice, and I loved it. I loved the taste, I loved the feel, I loved everything about it. It wasn't just for something to do, it was also I like alcohol. But I know I don't have it in me again to recover, and my relationship with my kids are better than it has been in a long time, even when I was sober, and I get to be a part of my grandkids' lives now. So I'm super happy. I'm thankful for Odyssey House for putting up with my shit. I wasn't the easiest. I like to argue. I like to push buttons. I thought I was right a lot of the time. Sean, he can agree with me. He was my therapist when I first came in. Hell of a guy. Love you, Sean. And then in outpatient, I can't thank Sid enough and Christina much. Love you guys. I appreciate all you guys did for me and the patience and the talks we had. Meant a lot. Everybody have a good night. Be safe. Go another 24. Middle ball.
Christopher M. Hoover. Lionel says, Chris has done a great job of learning how to set and maintain boundaries. He's a funny guy, and he learned how to use joking for fun and not deflecting with humor. I am proud of him and the girls he has demonstrated. Lionel says, that's my client.
Alright. I'm not a really big talker and I was kind of nervous too about this, but yeah. I just wanted to pretty much thank all the Meadowbrook for sure, Meadowbrook. My therapist along the way, Lyle, Robin, and Addie, all my peers and the rest of the staff. And without you guys, this is what makes this program work, so hell yeah. And for all the houses, nothing good in life comes easy, man. So this program is hard for a reason, but I'll tell you what, it's worth it in the end. Stick it in there, guys.
Sean Nelson. Ryan says, great job, dude. You will still never have those 15 minutes of that metal ball. Inside joke, I guess. But good job. I don't really much to say, but I just want to say thank you to my inpatient therapist, Claire Larson. I also want to thank Addie, and I want to take accountability that I have been missing meetings, and I will try to do my best to get back on track like I agreed to in my but that's it. Thank you. Control. Okay. Charles. Charles, Meadowbrook is so proud of you. You have demonstrated not only that you care about yourself, but that you care about others and that you care about passing on that gift. Good job, my friend. So I thought a lot about what I would say up there, probably too much. But the thing that sticks out to me the most is when I first came into the program, there was a graduate who came to pick me up at my apartment, and he talked to me about, well, I never really knew what Odyssey was about. And he said, yeah, this is a really hard program, this and that. And once I heard that, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna complete this program. And so like as he took me to the house and I took my first step out, somebody told me, he's like, this is your first step in the rest of your life. And as I went on, I realized that was God talking to me, because God put me in this position to succeed and never give up on me. And that's kind of what my motivation was to get through this. And so I would like to thank Sean Ackroyd, because he was my first therapist. He's the one that taught me to put myself in my recovery first. I don't know if my therapist from IOP is here, and if I don't see her in the room, I guess I can't talk about it, right? But anyways, thank you. I thought he was going to mention this, but he not only completed the program, he came back and is working for Odyssey House. He started at Lighthouse, but he had to come home, so now he's a Meadowbrook. All right, now give it up for Kyle. Good evening, family. Good evening, family.
There you go.
Oh, so I'm program manager at Men's Mental Health. You're all gonna have to bear with me too. You know, I was told to be a little bit creative with these blurbs, and so mine are a little bit long. But if I could actually have Lauren Malcolm come up first.
I'm going to give this to you first, okay?
I've had the pleasure of knowing Malcolm from the very beginning. Malcolm's men's mental health story began with its own unique set of challenges. The thing with Malcolm was that he approached it all with honesty and openness. He knew that he had to address the traumas of his life, face them, and what he did every day was overcome it. Malcolm, whether he saw it immediately or not, was always going to be a role model and a leader. He went above and beyond in everything he did. He even displayed care and concern in all of his interactions and continues to even do so now. The thing about Malcolm that has impressed me the most is that he continues to make an appearance at Men's Mental Health simply to do one thing: give back. He does this selflessly and without wanting anything in return. He embodies Odyssey House values and chooses to live by them by shining light on the lives of others still struggling every day. Recovery has been possible for Malcolm because he gave himself a chance. And this is the reason recovery can continue to be a possibility for others.
All right, well, there's a lot of people out there. I'm not sure what to say. I was given a chance after my last arrest, and I was facing many years in prison. And somehow my lawyer got me into drug court, and they said it would be a good idea if I got into a program. And so I looked at the different programs that were available, and I saw Men's Mental Health and the dual diagnosis program, and I felt like that would be the program that I would need to take and make it this my only rehab and my only recovery that I need to take and do. And I am so grateful to everybody at Men's Mental Health for taking and changing my life. The staff there is the absolute best. Bar none. They have so much love and consideration for their clients and put so much effort into everything that they do. They broke me down pretty quick. I at first had no trust for anybody. I did want to share with my therapist, but within a month, I was all the way broke down and was full-fledged trauma therapy with my therapist. I'd like to thank everybody at Men's Mental Health, not just the staff, but also the clients that are there now. They do more for me than they know. I enjoy teaching you guys. I enjoy being there every week and mentoring. And you guys do a lot to help me stay straight and to help me stay active in the therapeutic community. I would like to thank my family. After a while of going through Men's Mental Health and my therapy, my family allowed me to be a part of them again and to be able to trust me again. And that means the world to me. His family is everything. And I'm so grateful that they allowed me back in their lives and allowed me to be back in the family. And on the note of family is everything. Therapeutic family here is everything to me. I appreciate everybody in Redwood as well. Redwood, I spent quite a bit there, getting to know everybody and just work on my sobriety and work on my program. And everybody at Redwood just helped me along and gave me everything they need. For you guys still going in the program, Odyssey gives you everything you need. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's depressing sometimes, and yes, it's overwhelming sometimes. But the things that they do for a reason. I didn't see it at first, but being able to look back on it now, everything that they do for a reason. And you might not be able to recognize it at the time, but I guarantee that you'll recognize it afterwards, what kind of help and what kind of benefit it made for you. So go with the program, show a little faith, and trust the people that are there. They're there to help you. They're there to show you love and consideration. And with that, I'll take it over for
So before I bring up this next one too, I actually want to just say that bringing both these gentlemen up is actually a special moment because this is the first time for men's mental health. And so with that said, if I can get the last gentleman up, Rob. Rob had come to men's mental health knowing that he was on a quest to reobtain a life he had lost. Rob developed quickly into that leader that lay dormant inside him. He gave himself a chance to see his true, authentic self and lead himself through the handful of individual setbacks and simply being overwhelmed with responsibilities he continued to take upon himself. He overcame it all. And he overcame it not only for himself, of course, but for his kids and family too. Rob became the author of his very own recovery journey, mastered the quest set before him, and defeated his demons. He committed himself to being the hero he was always capable of being. I know he inspired his peers every single day, and he inspired me and continues to do so. I don't know a lot of what he's been up to since leaving men's mental health, but what I do know with where he is at now, it's all been greatness. His ship has sailed on to the next chapter of his life, and I hope to be a part of it as it continues to go on.
What's up, Odyssey? I'll tell you, a year ago, I didn't even think I'd be here. I was prison bound my whole life. So it's a blessing to be where I'm at right now. Thanks to Men's Mental Health and all my peers there, Sugar House especially. Both my therapists, if it wasn't for them, I would, like Jessica and Trista, they both, I would swear they were the same people. You know, because I got two awesome, I mean, they were the hardest therapists, but they pushed me and pushed me and pushed me, and I broke, you know, and it was good. That's what I needed. And if it wasn't for them, well, I wouldn't be here. Love you, Jess.
So I have the honor of introducing Ellen Marie.
Good evening, family. I have the honor of announcing our first graduates for Women's Mental Health. Unfortunately, they're not here. Monica Sanders. And next, I am going to bring up Amy from Parents.
Good evening, family.
Our graduate from Parents is Nikki Brown.
Nikki is a very dedicated mother. She wants what's best for all of her children. She frequently asked questions and wanted to know the best ways she could respond and interact with their children to let them know that she loved them and wanted to repair relationships with them. She was a leader in the Parents program, and she was very dedicated to being accountable and holding others accountable. She has a way of giving feedback that is both caring and direct.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. I want to thank the Parents House for teaching me how to be a mom. When I first went in there, I went in with 3 of my 4 kids. 2 of them I had an active addiction, and I hadn't bonded with them at all. Today, I am the mother that my kids need and deserve, and I'm also able to help them deal with their traumas that my addiction caused. So, thank you.
Next up, we have Kimberly Ivy. Kimberly became a living example of what it means to be a voyager. You overcame adversity after adversity and shared these with your group with vulnerability and humility. You then stepped into leadership and provided constructive as well as supportive feedback weekly. All of this while fulfilling the role of mother. We are so proud of the strong woman that you have become.
I knew I was going to get emotional, but damn it, Nikki, you got me emotional already. My journey started when I was in front of Judge Parker. And my sister, who was here standing in the back, well, all of them, well, my whole family was on video, but my sister Karen was the one that got the judge to say that I had to go to treatment, I had to go to CATS, and then early release upon completion, and then go into Odyssey. So if it wasn't for my family and for my sister, I would have never started this journey. And so my family court was trying to get me out. I was about a month and a half, about halfway through my program in CATS, and they're like, well, we're going to get you out. We can get you out, and then we'll do this, get you in Odyssey. And I told them no, I wanted to stay in jail and finish CATS because this time I was different. I was being vulnerable. I was getting somewhere. I jumped in head first. And then going through the Parents program and realizing the trauma that I had caused my kids and what I could do to help them get through that trauma and the bonding that I needed to do with them and the healing I needed to do to become the mother that they wanted to look up to. If it wasn't for Nikki helping me with my son when he first came, because he had trauma and he was a monster and he didn't respond well, but she was one of the only ones that helped me, and I want to say thank you for that. And then instead of navigating out, I voyaged out because I wanted to take that extra step. I wanted to be able to get everything out of the program that I could, and I actually spent almost exactly a year as a voyager. I was planning on graduating back in October, November, but I lost my mom at the end of October. And I didn't know how I was going to respond during the holidays. And so I advocated for myself. I spoke up and I said, I'm not leaving it. And if it wasn't for the Voyagers and Steve, my group lead, and my therapist, Buffon, and then Steve after that. If it wasn't for the Rangers group and the peers and everything that they had given me and the support and the confidence to be able to move forward, if it wasn't for them, then I don't know where I would be. So I've got a couple of poems that I have written that I would like to read to you guys that kind of explains my journey. This one's through the journey. Learning who I am from then to now. Some days I struggle, some days I'm able being quite stable. Ups and downs, mood swings from hell. Everything's changing, only time will tell. My dedication, my repetition is how I'll prevail. Days of longing, something's always missing in my head, thoughts fly by quickly. So much to deal with, it's a non-stop continuance. Second by second, minute by minute, pushing through, I've got to stick with it. Hanging on through it all, keeping my head held tall. No one will stop me or make me fall. Taking this on, you can't walk until you learn to crawl. Through my journey to sobriety, I may stumble, but I will not fall.
Next up, we have Redwood with Sid.
Do we have any Redwood in the house? All right, first graduate is David Costello.
David, we are so proud of you. You retired your wedding shoes and embraced embraced your values to prove yourself. But hard work and consistency are great rewards that you can accomplish anything you put your mind to. Welcome to the graduate family. Sorry.
First of all, I wanted to thank Bev for yelling at me when I needed it. Thank you for my family. And if I can do it, you guys can do it.
All right, we have Raymond Sanchez. May's been wonderful to work with. He took his Odyssey seriously from the beginning and really had no big bumps or roadblocks. He was ready and committed to change, and his actions showed that. He quietly took everything in, whether in groups or individual therapy, and I mean quietly, and found a lot of value in giving his peers feedback. Whenever he did have something to say, all his peers knew to take it seriously, and his feedback was always thoughtful and intentional. Ray has been committed to change his whole life around from the very beginning. He knew what he wanted, and he accomplished what he set out to do.
I just want to thank Redwood, IOP, peers and staff for helping me find my way. I'm living my best life thanks to Odyssey. Thank you.
Rachel Savola. Amber Patterson.
Amber, we're so excited for you and proud of all your hard work and progress. Your honesty, authenticity, and determination are an inspiration. Recovery is a journey with ups and downs. Don't forget all the work you've put into it and the life you are building for yourself. Keep pushing. Congratulations. There is a lot more people in here than there was last time. I want to thank my family. They did not give up on me. They've been through this journey with me, and it's been a long time coming. So I want to thank them. And I'm super nervous now. I just forgot what I was going to say. But thank you, Sid and Stephanie and Melissa. You guys went the extra mile to help me, and I really appreciate it. Jorge Espinoza. Jorge, you're graduating from Redwood is bittersweet because you're graduating and yet we are missing out on your wonderful advice and your calm and present mentoring. Congratulations.
Everybody. So I'd like to just thank God for never giving up on me. My community for always being there for me. My therapist and staff for always being patient. I was in the CATS program 3 times. I went to the downtown house, and I finished IOP after 15 months. So I went from no shower shoes in the day room to Raka to TR. Thank you guys.
Kobe Williams. Kobe, you proved to yourself that hard work and dedication pay off. Every day you took charge of your destiny and rewrote the narrative. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
I want to thank Redwood IOP and everybody that did the program with me. And I want to thank Tamara Bingham and everybody at the CATS staff. And that's it. Thanks, you guys.
Brian Player. Brian is one of a kind. He brings enthusiasm and drive to everything he does. And despite physical challenges, he keeps a positive attitude while dealing with adversity. He's a generous soul with amazing problem-solving skills, which make him a natural leader. He also had the courage to do the right thing and let staff know when silence of a situation would have been much easier. He has done and will do hard things.
First off, where's Leanna? Oceans. Thank you. Leanna was the first one to hold me accountable against. And Wayne here was the first prick to hold me accountable. I love that dude for it. It was the hardest thing for me to accept that he held me accountable for my phone. I was like, this asshole, I was so mad at him. But it helped me. It helped me a lot. I appreciate that right now. The rest of you guys, I appreciate everybody in here. I appreciate the therapist and all you guys that were with. That's what I told you could do this, bro. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. Thank you, Devin.
All right, last but not least, we have Susie with Sugar House.
Good evening, family. Almost done.
So we have 2 certificates for graduates that have not been able to join us tonight, but they are still deserving of recognition for their hard work and efforts. So first up, we have Nicole Rocha. And then we have Eugene Fabo Pavlov. Thank you.
So, I don't know if you guys realize this sitting out there, but it's really intimidating to be up here talking. So let's give all the graduates and all the presenters a round of applause for being brave. Y'all did a great job. I also want to thank Stephanie World and Rachel Evans and Michael, and I'm sure I'm missing a lot of people, but it takes a lot to put this on, and they work their asses off, and let's give them a round of applause. And finally, let's give the newest graduates a big round of applause for their accomplishments. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. Everybody's proud of you. Have a great night.